Hello, Legion. This is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Total War Rome 2 in our Empire Divided Palmyra series. So in between episodes here, I was doing some thinking, and I realized that I probably blew a little bit of money at the end of the last one when I got really excited and started upgrading all of my troops to the level 2 weapons and armor. Reason being, now that we have these level 3 recruiting stations right around the corner, we're really going to need to, and that's actually what I just did there. That improves the army recruitment capacity for Alexandria. Once that's done, that'll be nice. But as you can see here, we're 1 to 3 turns away, 1 turn really away from being able to train all new unit types in Alexandria. Looks like Ephesus can finally expand, so we're probably going to go ahead and do something with that really quick. Let's see. Ooh, hello. You know what I could do with this? I could dismantle that, turn this into a muster field and that into a siege workshop, and have Ephesus be another recruiting center. I'm not going to have recruiting centers in all of my territory, but right now I want to be able to rapidly expand so much later on that that we're going to be kind of recruitment happy with those. But let's go ahead and upgrade the Vigiles Urbani here so we can have lower banditry there in 3 turns. But yeah, what I was saying is that when these things are done, essentially what's going to happen, and also we need to convert that, don't we? Crap, because we've got a couple of these. Hold on, hold that thought. Yeah, this needs to be converted to the other type, but we'll look at that next turn when I have more money. Essentially, the issue is that most of my units are about to be replaced. So I'm going to even... Yeah, let me think about this. We've had this siege going on Carthage for a bit, and we really need to back off for a second. As I begin this episode, I need to just back off. I'm going to break the siege. I know this is weird. We were getting ready to attack Carthage, but we're about to have much better units, and it's kind of like what happens in the Grand Campaign. There's a moment with, yeah, see, these upgrades don't really even necessarily need to happen until I know for sure that those are my final units. But this happens a lot in the Grand Campaign, where you end up looking at your units at a certain point and just disbanding a bunch of them when you get these higher level barracks and training facilities. So we're probably going to be doing that. Let's go ahead and convert this to a consecrated ground, or dismantle it entirely, because we already have... Yeah, let's dismantle that entirely. Let's just get rid of it. Don't need that. Anything else that needs to be done this turn, or any religious buildings maybe? Let's take a quick look through before I begin the next turn. No, it looks good. Let's take a quick look also at our faction health, make sure that we're not at risk of civil war or anything. Nope. Not the highest loyalty from my other houses, but we are still admired. We're getting a nice research. Actually, wait, that's gone down. I feel like we were up here before. We were beloved. Yeah, that's right. So we actually lost some of our research rate bonus and public order and tax bonus. Yeah, we need to fix that. We need to fix that right now. Well, we can't fix it right now because we don't have any money, but we'll fix it next turn. Right now we're making almost 12,000 gold per turn. Let's just let the turn cycle, and we'll see what happens here. Yeah, that's right. Assassinates have a couple of agents moving through my territory. I'll need to keep an eye on them as well. It's an opportunity to level up some of my troops. All right, Hispania Citeria is definitely moving some troops toward some of the cities I've taken.
A treaty would be an arrow shot with deadly intent against our mutual enemies.
No, that's not necessary. I might be able to trade with you if you're interested in any kind of treaty with me. I might trade, but that's about it. Diplomat has returned with a generous tribute from the Sassanids. Very good. Oh yeah, we got a lot of money from the Sassanids. Very, very nice. Martial priorities. As your enemies gain strength, it is important to have a well-balanced military. With that in mind, what kind of training would you like to focus on? We're going to be training lots of new infantry in the next little bit. More infantry than cavalry, so let's go ahead and do that. That's actually... That couldn't come at a more perfect time. That's going to mean faster recruitment across the board. But yeah, let's now go ahead and start upgrading some of these places. Where's... Yeah, Cartenus is where we're stationed. Dimidi is currently under threat, so I don't want to spend any gold on Dimidi until we're sure what's going on there. But I'll tell you what we could do. Yeah, this is going to be a recruitment center, but not just yet. Let's break that down, because that needs to be a different type of building. And I'm going to put you right here.
At once.
And we're going to set up an ambush. Let's see if that army is stupid enough to rush by us. Actually, wait a second. Could we potentially... No, he's out of range. Never mind. Alright, so we're going to ambush there. Hadrian, we're going to have that army hang out for a bit. We could go ahead and upgrade this again. Would that help a lot at the moment? It might be worthwhile to wait. Put my money towards other provinces for now. Or we can upgrade that again. Since we got some money from the Sassanids, I'm going to do that. Cartenus, I suppose I can go ahead and do a little bit of work. I kind of don't want to, though, until I know what's in Lambasis. I need to build something here. That's the issue. Well, what I could do, tell you what, let's go ahead and get a muster field going, because that's being dismantled. That way we gain a turn on the muster field we know is going to be there. And right now you're a dry dock. Sure, market settlement, why not? Okay, let's go back over to the other territories and see what else we have to figure out. Yeah, see, Palmyra needs a military barracks. That's going to be in 5 turns. That will enable us to finally train some of the units. I was wondering earlier in the series why we couldn't train. That's going to be why. Let's see. There's already some... this is a mostly Latin cultural district, but we're becoming Mithraic. If I go with water tanks... we don't get the Latin influence, we get the extra wealth from agriculture, growth per turn, public per turn, sanitation. Yeah, I'm going to keep going with that route. And yes, let's go ahead and get these going here. Again, just additional recruitment centers in most places, because these need to be in place before I do anything with my armies. Yeah, and speaking of that... what I may do is go ahead and just delete a bunch of units. I know that sounds crazy, but believe me, we need to get started. So, for instance, in Cyrene... oh no, that's not the right button. That's the right button. There we go. Again, we can now train elephants. We can train chariots. We can train Palmyrene cataphracts. We can train better archers than the ones we've had so far. Right now we've had auxiliary Egyptian archers. We can now train Hamian archers, which are just insanely better. As well as, you know, better artillery, too. So this is going to be a lot of deletions, but it's all going to be for the betterment of Palmyra. Now, I think the Libyan infantry are still really good sword... hang on, let's compare them to armored swordsmen. Yeah, they're lower maintenance and higher melee attack. Less weapon damage. What's the difference there? Melee attack versus... no, I didn't want to select that. Hang on. Determines the that's what I thought. Determines the chance of a successful hit, and then weapon damage. So they have a higher chance of hit but lower damage versus a lower chance of hit and higher damage. Not. And then the armored swordsmen have better melee defense, but then the Libyan infantry have better armor and better base. Yeah, the Libyan infantry are still going to be the way I go for my swordsmen. But the Palmyrene cohorts are probably going to get replaced by... there was another unit, right? I feel as though there were... yeah, Palmyrene Legionaries. Absolutely. So all of you guys are going to be gone. We're not going to be training most of these guys this turn, but yeah, Palmyrene Legionary Cavalry, I can... these are very heavy melee cav. I'll keep the Legionary Cavalry. But then we have these Palmyrene Lanciarii that we can do away with, because we now have Palmyrene Cataphracts as our shock cav. And I'll go ahead and train one of those just for giggles. But we need to do what I just did a whole bunch of times. Yeah, this is going to be a recruitment center before long. I think what I'm going to do is just put this army here in Syrtis. And again, we're going to get rid of most of our units because we need to... By killing the units now, before we really have queued up the rebuilds, we save the maintenance costs. And we're going to be vulnerable for a few turns here while we rebuild, but it'll allow us to rebuild the entire armies faster. It's a shame because these are experienced units. Some have been in a couple of battles, but it'll be worth it in the end.
What do you wish of me?
I wish, Commander.
That's right. We still have to train something with this general at all, so we have an entire army to train on top of the other work that I've mentioned needing to do. I don't believe I'm going to be able to do anything to this spy, but I'll check. Nope, not quite. Let's just have you doing counterintelligence. Once we have a little bit more money, we'll mess with those Sassanid spies. Speaking of that, though, hang on. We just got a nice tribute from them. Let's see if they're willing to trade now.
I greet you in my master's feared name.
Not quite. What about that army that was trying to get a... Not army, but faction that was trying to get a trade deal with me? Oh, we already have one. I looked and I didn't see one, but I guess I just looked in the wrong place. Okay. So, that's that. Let's keep looking through armies and make sure I've disbanded everything I can. Yeah, see, the Roman Ballista, all this stuff, all of it. Just, I know it looks absolutely insane that I'm doing this. Even the armored swordsmen we're going to get rid of because, again, we're replacing them with swordsmen from elsewhere. So, notice how much money I'm going to have briefly. Alright, the Palmyra Legionaries will stay. But all these guys are going. And they're going to be replaced. We'll leave these guys in Hadrian for now because this is a frontline army and we need them to hold their position. But in a second, we're going to be... this tide is going to turn. Alright, let's go ahead and end the turn here. I'm going to try and move through this somewhat quickly because it's just a lot of training, really. I needed to be deliberate with that last stage and really make sure that I was deleting all the units I could have, but I think we got through them there. Alright, Hispania Citerior is moving in. Oh, interesting, they moved that army back. Yes! Excellent! They were dumb enough to walk right up to me. Ambush failed. Alright, our army was spotted. Patrician. Oh, really? Okay, so hang on. Can I get a tax promotion from you? Aw, no I can't. But at least I can improve... I can improve his authority and his chance of critical success. Let's go ahead and do Provocateur so he gets the campaign movement range bonus. That's really all I'm interested in at the moment. And then where is that army here? Yeah, so they are still in interesting. These guys are still in rush stance, so I can still launch an ambush. Holy crap. I'm going to fight this really fast. Most of the ambushes we fought recently have been... I think the last ambush was actually stacked against us. We ambushed a larger force and won several episodes back, but this one going to be a bit of a different story. Matter of fact, I've got... this should be over pretty quickly, because they really don't have a lot of units, especially if I focus, as I usually do, on killing the general first. Just wiping him out. This should be over in a flash. Let's see, I can... Interesting, it's downhill too, so I'm probably going to have... Yeah, the archers aren't going to have much time to do anything of use. Yeah, they're not going to be in range. I'm probably going to keep them out of the fight because I don't want any of my men to...
We understand.
I don't want any of my men to get shot at. So let's have our general charge their general.
Melee cavalry.
And then some shot cav
Melee horse.
to charge from both sides.
Heavy cavalry ready and willing. willing.
Perfect. So we're going to hit those guys there, and then we'll have the heavy melee cav. I don't like charging downhill. I really don't. We need to have most of them probably come in from the back and wipe out the archers.
Legionary cavalry!
There we go. And then I suppose I can...
Brave Romans to a man.
I'll still have some troops coming in. Well, it doesn't make sense to have any troops going... Except for this one that's going to help flank the general. I really don't want to have any troops here that are... that would be coming from the opposite direction, because it's all a downhill battle. So let's go ahead and start. Pause. Give some orders. Let's see. You need to ride over and hit the cavalry from that direction. Alright, so there's one cavalry archer unit that's going to be a bit of a problem, but there's only one spear infantry, so this is going to be pretty straightforward. Let's give the order to these guys to just charge straight in. And we'll have these spearmen charge the Numidian cavalry there. And you know what? Let's go ahead and have the swordsmen help charge the general, just to have a little bit of overkill. Once I unpause here, we're just going to let it run, because I don't imagine I'm going to need to even give any orders.
Melee cavalry.
Sorry, guys. The general actually made a pretty big move right away. So much so that the shot cav hit an infantry line instead. Alright, general's been swarmed. Interesting. The mercenary Numidian cavalry are moving way back, and they're going to try and take pot shots now, I bet. Yeah, they are. Well played. You guys are really not joining the battle fast enough.
Ready to ride.
Let's take a second and... war cry the general.
Legionary cavalry. Melee cavalry ready. Legionary cavalry. Commandant. Forward. Orders. And for glory. We await your command. Romans ready for duty. Swift melee cavalry. Legionary cavalry.
Yeah, they're done. One of the legionary cavs took a little bit of punishment from the Numidians, but we're chasing the Numidians down now. The only reason they're still in the fight is these Numidians are considering themselves still able to join the battle, but they're about to hit the wall, and so they're going to stop against the edge of the zone, and then this is going to be kind of ugly, if somewhat unrealistic. Yeah, they're done. Okay. Let's go ahead and continue. We want to make sure that everybody dies that possibly can. Where are their units, though? I don't know that I see.
Ready for orders. Legionary cavalry.
We need to charge over the hillside here and see if I can spot any additional
Ready.
units that were fleeing the battle.
At the double. Melee cavalry ready. Riders, advance.
I feel like a relatively large group of men. Yeah.
Swift melee cavalry. Advance.
So there's some spear infantry running through the woods there. Sorry, guys. I found you. A few of these guys might get away if the cavalry can't charge quite quickly enough, but they're on the way. I don't think anyone ran this direction then. God, you guys are taking your sweet time, aren't you? You're cavalry. You could have charged across a little faster than that. Alright, well that unit's getting away. That's a shame.
Ready for orders. For glory!
I feel like these guys are pretty quick. Light Roman skirmishes, they've got some horsepower to them, so to speak. Seeing as how one of them just managed to outrun a cavalry charge and get away from the guys running him down. Alright, that should be it. I think that's the last unit that's even has any men on the field. Yeah, they're still wiping a few up. Alright, that's good enough for me. Let's go ahead and quit the battle. Lost 129 men there. They lost 791. Slightly more in my favor. To theft, slaughter, and rapine, they deceitfully name empire. Oh man, I missed the rest of that. That word threw me off. I don't know that I've even seen that before. All right, so yep, enslave captives. Good, general leveled up, and we can go ahead and finish that army off, which we just tried to do a second ago, but we'll definitely do it now. Done. Okay, let's put you back in Cartenus. And then what do we have? We've got a couple of promotion opportunities. I like the extra campaign map movement range from this almost, I mean, it's amazing. And extra melee defense skill for all units is also handy. Okay. Yep, still waiting here. Leptis Magna can actually be expanded, though. That's nice. So, how about we... Let's just make that a villa. We're going to keep doing a little bit more food production here. Leptis Magna was... This entire area was the breadbasket of Rome, after all. So, makes sense to go ahead and claim that for ourselves. Alright, I can start training elephants here if I wanted to, which is pretty cool. Is there a better option here for the elephants I can train? And why do I keep clicking that button? I keep clicking the wrong button. No, it's auxiliary African elephants regardless. So I kind of like the idea of having just a contingent of elephants with most of my armies. Definitely with Zenobia's... This is Vaballathus. So why don't we go ahead and... Let's do 3 units of elephants for Vaballathus. Now here, we need to have some more Palmyrene cataphracts. I don't think I'm going to do elephants here. We're going to do standard cavalry. So we have Palmyrene Legionary Cavalry, just the 2, I guess, and then the Imperial cataphracts. So, yeah, I'll tell you what, let's have 3 Legionary Cavalry. And then, because the general's unit is a cataphract unit, so we're going to have his unit, along with the 2 others, be the shock cav. For this particular army, just to have a mix of tactics that I'm using. Always fun. Okay, again, I'm going to just focus on what I can train per turn. So those are some of my archers. Alexandria is pretty much ready to go.
A noble cause requires noble men.
A little bit more cavalry for Zenobia, but that's fine. Same thing there. We still have some money, thankfully. Can't do anything with this unit right now because Zenobia is going to get all the points. Don't need to train anything else there. Yeah, you guys are just going to stay put. Vanquishers of the East will also stay put. Actually, yeah, let's check with our spies really quickly and see what else we can do. I've been messing with this army for a while. I'm going to keep doing that. We're going to poison their provisions. Yeah, we just want to keep them nice and weak. Softened up for when we finally do have a chance to invade. And Antioch can start training some of their basic units here. That is one hell of a recruitment center. So let's do that. Because this army's been waiting for a while. Palmyrene cataphracts. Let's do 3. Then we'll have 2 units of legionary cavalry. Ooh, armored horse archers. I like it. Didn't know that was an option there. We're going to need to bring this army down if I want to give them the swordsmen, unless I just decide to go with armored swordsmen instead of the Libyan swordsman. That's what I meant to say. So we'll keep an eye on that as an option as well.
How may I serve you?
But we'll have to move them for that again, so not in a particular rush. And yeah, this army, oh yeah, that's right. This one, I actually didn't delete all the units I needed to. This one still needed to have its units cleared. Yeah, let's do it. I was a little bit nervous for a second, but yeah, these Peltis I'm going to get rid of. Again, this recruitment center is going to take a second to rebuild. Maybe I'll leave some of this army standing until the recruitment center is completely ready. Yeah, that's what I'll do. And that'll help me secure some of my income while I'm rebuilding all of these troops, but it's a step in the right direction. Okay, let's see what we can do to you. Concealed blade assassination? Yes, please. Alright, well, we wounded him. That's a start. And yeah, why don't I let's have you hide, just so you're not vulnerable. I don't think there's any armies that are going to be marching into that particular area, but... Okay, and can we... Yeah, there's really nothing else here for the defenders of Tadmor. Again, this is Zenobia's son's army that we can train, because this recruitment center is not set up yet. It will be in 2 turns, but it's not set up just yet. So I've got a little bit of money left. Let's have a look around. Cartenis can now continue to build something else. Let's see. I think... Let's go ahead and do a Procurator's Villa. I doubt there's anything to control banditry and Lembasis as it is right now, so that's the call that I'll make. Let's get the auxiliary garrison going, and I'll go ahead and end the turn. I'm going to queue up, before I end the episode here, I'm going to queue up a few more builds in my various armies. Alexandria is, of course, building that particular structure that can improve my recruitment speed by letting me recruit 1 more unit per turn. Alright, Hispania Citerior is still moving some armies around, but we've eliminated most of their military might in the area. They can replenish still with the territory they have left, but... Oh, missing supplies in Palmyra. That's not cool. Had a veteran level up, food shortage in Palmyra. Oh, holy crap. Lots of stuff going down in Palmyra. One of the other parties has organized a banquet in your capital, threatening your hegemony. How do you react? Let's just be classy and show up. I feel like that's what we've done before, and it's worked decently well. Okay, interesting. Ah, we have some level 3 stuff now. Very good. Yeah, that's part of what I wanted to be careful with, and hopefully I didn't do that too much last episode, like I mentioned at the beginning, but just need to be careful with that going forward. Okay, so here, let's do some Hamian archers.
It is a great and glorious thing to die for Rome.
And then I need my Palmyrene spearmen. Palmyrene legionaries, here we go. 1, 2, nope, just the one. Alright. Next.
At your command.
Wait, hang on. Yep, that's what I thought. Let's just try to poison this guy. Slightly higher chance of success. We did wound him.
I live. We hunger for battle.
Still can't train anything more here. Yeah, it's going to be a second. So we're not going to spend any gold. Obvious reasons. 3 turns, though, we're going to be able to start building those units more. Alright, Zenobia, you get priority for now. What else do you need built? 1 more unit of Palmyrene Legionaries.
Queen Zenobia needs good fighters.
And 1 more unit of Hamian Archers, actually. So there's that. And she still has room for 15. That's right. She needs her swordsman though. And then we're gonna have one more slot I can fill. Probably save that for some artillery. Yeah, and to tell you the truth, I might get rid of one of the melee cav here. Yeah, let's get rid of one of these because I want to have more room for artillery in Zenobia's Legion. Speaking of artillery, let's go ahead and train some of those. Just 2 Roman heavy onagers. Should be enough for now. There could be some cities later in the game that require a little bit more effort to take. Extra unit of Hamian archers, and then we just need the Palmyrene Legionaries, which are right here, I think.
We hunger for battle.
Okay, nothing to do here. I can go ahead and promote all of these guys.
We hunger for battle.
I kind of want to promote these guys too, but the thing is, again, they're going to be replaced before long, so I'll promote the generals units. How about that?
How can I be of assistance? I do.
Yeah, this army's just been thoroughly wrecked by all my poisoning.
Ever in service to Rome. Ready for orders.
When Zenobia's finally ready to charge back down there, it's going to be a lot easier to take care of that territory. I think that's about all I can do, and we're also 31 minutes in, having way too much fun just upgrading my troops here. So a little bit of a maintenance episode, I know, and we're going to have a little bit more with the next one too. Oh, we have a food shortage as well. How'd that happen? Might be just because of... It's not because of... Interesting. Well, we have some... Wait a minute. I can reduce banditry if I do that there, but we have some food buildings going up, don't we? Hang on. Let me have a look around and make sure that I'm... Yeah, let's go ahead and improve the farm there, and that helps a little bit. And we have that one building. So, yeah, we definitely have some food buildings coming. Just have a bit of a food shortage right now, weirdly enough. Okay, well, let's end the turn and see if it ends. And then I'll end the episode, and we'll have to do a little bit more maintenance before we begin. But again, it's all building towards a a massive change. And we're going to give him that first. That's a better experience per turn boost. It's building towards a massive change in the power of our forces. Rome is proposing a peace treaty.
Is a worthy thing.
You know what? Sure. I'm not fighting them right now. I'd prefer not to have to worry about them. Besides, if that allows them as an AI to kind of reorient their resources and look at other places instead, awesome. So that they survive, is what I mean. Make things more interesting for me later. No, I don't want any treaty with you. I'm saying no to you every single turn, dude. I don't know what is difficult to understand about this, but... Alright, there it is. Alright, so we've finished the recruitment 2 tier. We do have a lot of attrition on account of that food shortage, but the food shortage is now gone. I'm guessing the food shortage was due to seasonal effects as well. Elibuteo has been found. Ah, these are tough times and the people are gripped by fear. The Senate urges you to look for answers in the mystical Sibylline books. What is it that you seek to achieve above all else in the following years? Let's still say victory. But I will go ahead and stop this episode here. In the next one, we are going to continue building up our forces. Some of our armies may be able to start marching, and we can maybe launch the siege of Carthage before the end. We'll have to get some cavalry in position or some artillery in position to do that. I really want to have some nice, strong, heavy onagers ready for that attack. But we're almost there. So I would imagine that army perhaps is going to be on the move. And definitely the defenders of Tadmor will be ready to go within an episode or so. So stay tuned for the next one. We're going to have a siege of Carthage and then control of Africa within 2 or 3 episodes, I would imagine. And then maybe going into the Iberian Peninsula or straight up into the Italian Peninsula, which would involve taking on Tetricus directly, but hey, that could be fun. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. New episodes are coming out every day at noon Eastern Time. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.